What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and I think it's safe to say that we all kind of assume that AH is having meltdowns behind the scene after she leaves the trial every day. Because let's be honest, this trial is not working out for her, and I don't care what side you're on. You don't have to be on Johnny Depp's side to see that this trial is not working out in her favor. It's just not. She's made to look worse and worse every single day. So I think all of us, or the majority of us, just assume that behind the scenes, she is not liking this and that she's letting it be known that she doesn't like this, because we know that AH has anger issues. We know that she has these outbursts, sometimes violent outbursts at that. So you could only assume that when she doesn't get her way during the trial and during every day of this trial, a new witness takes the stand and absolutely exposes her. How do you think she acts once she leaves the courtroom? Absolutely erratic. I can only freaking imagine. In fact, I have a video up on my channel where I showed a couple of examples of her visibly trying to control her anger during court. I mean, at some point, she's literally chewing the inside of her cheek off, trying to stop herself from having one of these outbursts. But up until now, these were just assumptions. We're just assuming that she isn't happy about how this trial is going. But now we have evidence, because Amber Heard literally just fired her PR team. Right before she is set to take the stand, Amber Heard has just fired her PR team. And this is absolutely major. This shows she is not happy. This shows that she, even as crazy as she is, she's not crazy enough to believe that this trial is working out for her. Even she knows that she looks bad. Amber Heard fires PR team a day before she is set to testify after a torrent of bad headlines. So she's claiming that she fired them because of all the bad headlines. Actress Amber Heard has been so upset with the coverage she's getting amid her court battle with ex-Johnny Depp, she abruptly switched to a new public relations team ahead of her highly anticipated testimony next week. Man, this is a perfect example of erratic behavior. You don't just fire your PR team in the middle of a trial. That looks like you're panicking. That makes you look bad. Even if you think this PR team isn't doing a good job, which they're not, you have to bluff and act like they are. This shows erratic behavior. It shows how erratic and how she operates off of her anger and emotions. So she fired these people right in the middle of trial, right before she takes the stand. This is really bad PR for her. If she thinks that she looked bad in the public eye, how do you think she's going to look now when she fires her PR team right before she takes the stand? The Aquaman star ditched crisis PR firm Precision Strategies on Thursday after getting frustrated with the press she's received since the bombshell defamation trial kicked off last month. She doesn't like the bad headlines, one source said. I mean, I can't blame her. But in all honesty, when I read the headlines, a lot of them are working out in her favor. So this goes to show that she is throwing a complete hissy fit over the fact that maybe one or two media outlets are releasing headlines that seem like they're pro Johnny Depp. Because for the most part, the mainstream media and the headlines that I read, it all makes Johnny Depp look bad. They're still taking her side in this. So I don't even know where all of these bad headlines are coming from. I mean, yeah, we got people on YouTube exposing her and things like that. But as far as the mainstream media goes, they're still on her side. But she can't even fathom the fact that even some small media outlets may take Johnny's side. So she wants to fire her PR team and blame them for the fact that her lies are getting exposed. Another source says that Amber is frustrated with her story not being told effectively. Her story was told effectively. We've heard her story for years. It's just that your story is complete bogus nonsense garbage, and that's why you're frustrated, because you're getting exposed. How effective do you think your lies were going to be? Eventually, everything that is done in the dark will come to light. Eventually, all of your lies will come to the light. And that's what's happening. No PR team is going to get your story across any more effectively. And in fact, your PR team shouldn't be putting out stories about you during this trial anyway. The actress who is expected to take the stand in Fairfax, Virginia, as soon as Tuesday, has consulted firm Shane Communications on retainer. The switch-up came after several brutal days of testimony from Depp's witnesses and a fiery social media mob turning against Heard. The social media mob did not turn against Heard. Everyone has always been in Johnny Depp's favor. This isn't something new. Everyone has been in Johnny Depp's favor all along. It's just more people, because of this trial, are now becoming aware of this story, so now they're hopping on board. Her new PR team, led by CEO David Shane, has experience working against Depp in his failed 2017 lawsuit against his former business managers. The management group helped highlight TMG's cross-compliant, alleging the Pirates of the Caribbean star needed to hire a shrink for his compulsive spending habit of $2 million per month. That's a lot of money. Still, communications experts say that new flags have an uphill battle ahead of them. So this new PR team has a very tough battle ahead of them. They're coming in the middle of this trial where she's already been wrecked. She's already been absolutely eviscerated and destroyed. And now you want them to come in and pick up the shambles, to pick up what little is left of your reputation and try to mend it back together? I don't know if it's going to work. After years of a narrative building, you can't change the public's opinion in the 3 weeks when someone is suing you in a case, a crisis management PR insider said. And yeah, this public narrative has been building because the public is siding with the truth here. And when someone is blatantly and obviously lying, what do you expect people to do? Ex-Pete Buttigieg campaign maven Liz Smith added, "It's crazy to change teams in the middle of a trial like this because you don't like the headlines." Exactly, but AH is crazy. So you can only expect crazy things from this woman. Like I was trying to say at the beginning of this video, this is erratic behavior. This is something you don't do. Even if it's not looking good, this is something you don't do because it sabotages yourself even more. But AH has done nothing her entire life other than sabotage herself. And when she went up against Johnny Depp and made these lies about him, she sabotaged her own career. So Amber, when it's all said and done and you wonder, why is your life in shambles? It is because you sabotaged yourself. You could have went about your day and about your life and without lying on Johnny, and you would have been perfectly fine, and you probably would have been boosted into superstardom. But no, you ruined it because you wanted to be a crazy SOB. She said that Heard's ex-firm Precision Strategies was co-founded by former Obama advisor and deputy campaign manager Stephanie Cutter, and is one of the best crisis firms. But they can't rewrite the history of what happened. So this woman is taking up for this PR team that was previously representing AH. And she's saying that they're one of the best teams you can get, but they can't rewrite history. And I mean, that's a burn. She just absolutely, oh man, that's some major shade there. You can't rewrite history. Basically saying that you can't sit here and lie about what happened. When the truth is so right there in front of your face, what do you expect this PR team to do? There's nothing they can do about this. So all in all, I think this is major. I think this is major news because it shows us and it confirms our suspicions that AH is absolutely losing her mind behind the scenes. She cannot stand how this is playing out for her. And honestly, I'm surprised there hasn't been an outburst yet. I am. She is trying her hardest. And like I stated before, you could visibly tell. You could watch her chewing on her cheeks, eyes stuck in the back of her head, trying not to just shout out. And I mean, the trial isn't done yet. She still may do that. But she's going to take the stand soon. And when she takes the stand, the story that came out before her taking the stand is that she fired the PR team. So she's already looking bad. And not only is she already looking bad, she's acknowledging that she knows she looks bad. She's showing her weakness. This is like a drop of blood in the water for sharks, if you will. She just showed her weakness. She just showed her hand. That even she knows she's losing. Even she knows that she doesn't stand a chance here. And when you don't have confidence in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to have confidence in you? So, I mean, I'm sure the jury may not find out about this, but the public knows. And anyone who's been on the fence, I'm sure they're like, if they hear about this story, then that will make them raise their eyebrows even more. You know, like, it's basically, I can't say it's an admission of guilt, but it's an admission of knowing that this isn't working out for you, that this trial isn't working out for you. And when you're on the side of the truth, you're usually more confident. And that's why I think Johnny Depp has looked so confident throughout this whole entire trial, because he knows he is on the side of the truth. This shows that Amber Heard is not only not confident about her lies, but she's not confident about how the public is, you know, reacting to her lies and how they view her story. So like I said, this is her showing her weakness. It's her showing her hand. I cannot wait to see her take the stand. I cannot wait to see where this trial goes. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you on the next video.